Hello and happy holidays. Welcome to my channel. I am Lauren Brown. If you are returning, welcome back. Today is going to be a fun exploration of all things holiday, gifting, and sharing with your loved ones. The gift guide categories are as follows, and do excuse I am using a device to remember all of these. Number 1, personal hygiene and health. Number 2, beauty. Then we have tech accessories and clothing, followed by housewares and bedding and paper and dry goods. All right, so let's talk about number 1. Personal hygiene and health. Now, of course, when you give these gifts, you have to be very tonally aware. You don't want to send an insult by accident. But one of the great ways that you can do this is by giving bundles, gift bundles. And you can make them yourself. You don't have to buy anything too expensive, but the thought is really what counts. For the first gift under personal hygiene, teeth whitening strips. Now, I know that we all like to think we don't have any vanity, we don't care about that sort of thing, but the truth is everyone wants a Hollywood smile, or at the very least to feel as close to the best version of their own smile as possible. So giving that along with a few of the other items on this list will definitely, I think, go a long way. So the second item is a personal favorite brand of mine, and that is Oribe. Anything from Oribe is pretty great. Number 3. If there's anything really specific that they've already mentioned, a lot of times we go through life and we don't really pay attention to the small things that people mention. But if someone says, you know, I'd really love a certain hairbrush when they're in the middle of doing their hair, or I'd really love to get that eyeliner that I saw on that person, it was really cute. This is where I insert your own personal specific item. This is where you pay attention and you find that thing that the person has really been casually throwing out there, and you get extra points because it's like, wow, you remembered. Okay, so next category, beauty. Again, I tried to get things that actually can work either way, but you know, your mileage may vary. So the first thing I would list is the Laura Mercier Illuminating Primer. This is also available as a matte. Really great. It has SPF, it has a tinted moisturizer quality to it. So for men, male identifying, people who just don't like an overly glowy look, I personally like the glowy look. I would say go with the matte option because it does give you coverage, it gives you a little tinting to give you a nice even skin tone. And my personal color for reference is tawny, so you can kind of see from there maybe what color will work for you. There are also a number of new brands that are from designers or creators of color, so definitely make sure you look at that because the shade range is an important thing to consider when buying beauty gifts. But yes, I can definitely attest to Laura Mercier. That is why it's on this list. I've used it for many years. I really do like it. Next is the Erin Lauder Rose Balm lipstick. I have been using that for a while now, and I really like it. It is what it says. It's like a balm. It's quite moisturizing. I would say the finish is almost satin to matte. Certainly not gloss. You can wear it on a day when you're really dolled up and you want to go for something light, or on a day when you have nothing else on and you just kind of want to go unnoticed. I will say for those of you who are aware of potentially having an overly pink look or lipstick, maybe it might not go with your whole skin tone, my suggestion is getting a lip liner in a slightly darker tone or a tone closer to your own lip color or skin color, lining the edge of your lip and using that to kind of create an ombre effect, because I do know that some of the ladies and gentlemen out there have had some run-ins with some very sharp pinks that are a little bit too bright. So that's a great way to tone it down and actually make it something that works for you. So I see you, you know this is for you. But yeah, it's a great lipstick, and just get it, you'll see. Next on the list is, oh, I actually do believe that's it for the beauty category. So now let's talk tech accessories. I specifically have something that I've been really wanting, and that is a matte black faux croc matching cell phone case and laptop cover. So yeah, a matching cell phone case and laptop cover in matte black faux crocodile. We want to keep the real ones swimming in their various rivers and waterways. But I think this is a really great gender neutral option, right? Because it's about texture, it's about the way it feels, beyond necessarily a color, although all colors are for everyone. But it's definitely something that I think can work for the really cool individual on your list. And there are a series of vendors that, you know, offer from the most high-end to the more affordable, so have a look at that. So the next category we'll get to is housewares and bedding. So under housewares and bedding, the big thing to remember is that everyone sleeps, or at the very least, you hope everyone can sleep. And I think a really underrated gift is actually a sheet set. Not necessarily a duvet and duvet cover, although those are great, but specifically the fitted sheet, flat sheet, pillowcase, and potentially any pillow shams in percale cotton. Now this is a really wonderful high grade of cotton. It feels very hotel-like. When you sleep in it, it's very refreshing. It allows for great flow of oxygen. But honestly, when you have a really comfortable bed at night, it really does wonders for your sleeping. And if you can't do that, just go for really good cotton. The person will thank you. And if you're not sure what color to get, white is a pretty good one, or black. Just some of the neutrals are also really good. As well for homewares and bedding, anything monogrammed. If it's just a single monogrammed pillowcase or monogrammed duvet cover, these things create the sense of personalization, and everyone loves their own name. So this is something that you can do to really create a sense of connection, of seeing that person, and again, it's good for anyone on your list. Next up under housewares, we have two items. The first of these is a candle, and the second is a ceramic bowl. For candles, my personal favorite is from the French brand Chanukah. Now, they are one of the oldest candle making companies in the world, and I personally love all of the scents that have orange note and lemon and grapefruit in them. I find them very refreshing and exciting. Your candle does not have to be Cire Trudon. In fact, there are some really great candle brands that you can access. I also really love a lavender candle from, I think it's DW. It's a brand that I've definitely seen at more affordable stores, although it might be in other locations as well. The fact is that you can even go to craft stores and buy a really beautiful candle that is unscented. You don't have to break the bank. Again, it's the thought that counts. And if it's a pillar candle, a nice big pillar candle or a nice bowl candle, those also really work well. And added bonus that a lot of people don't think about is in the event of a blackout or energy power outage, you've given them light. So there you go. Now about ceramics. I say a bowl, it doesn't necessarily have to be ceramic, it can be a kind of pottery, it can be earthenware, but the point is to get them something that can either fit a fruit or a flower. Keep it to neutral colors, or you can make it a very vibrant color if you know the person very well. But these are items that can see a lot of use, that can come out for table settings and end up being quite pleasant surprise when people receive this big box, you know. So you can get a lot of points just from having something that feels nice, and of course they're available from the most high-end to the most affordable. Next we have paper and dry goods, and under this category there's really one main item: stationery. Personalized stationery, paper of high quality, cotton paper, paper with, you know, a really cute stamp on it, or thank you notes. These are gifts that really can go a long way. They're useful to the receiver beyond the moment, beyond the holiday. My suggestion is, of course, not to get holiday themed stationery, but to get something that's neutral to the personality of the person, or is a beautiful concept in general. That will allow them to use that card for many different occasions, whether it's writing a thank you note or a birthday card or something of that nature. So definitely that is on the list. And since we're talking about stationery, of course, pens, pencils are really beautiful. I really love, personally, a high quality pen. I like a very small pen with a very flowing tip, something that feels good in the hand, light. I don't really like a heavy pen or a top heavy pen. Sometimes when you take the cap off and you put it on the back, it can actually be a very heavy counterweight. I personally use a leather-bound journal. I love the look of the leather, the smell of the leather, and I love when the pages are traditional, unlined. So these are all of the things under paper and dry goods. The last category is clothing. These items might be a bit more of a your mileage may vary, but you know, honestly, I look at clothing as genderless. If it works for you, go for it. And again, in no way is any offense meant. So if this does not work for you or feels particularly private or something of the matter, do excuse. All right, let's go. So two main things on the list that actually I think might surprise you, and you can find them in the grocery store, are stockings and tights, specifically in black. Stockings are usually a bit more sheer, while tights are a bit more thick. So in the winter months like we are experiencing, tights are definitely the thing to go for. Stockings, I am not talking about those slightly off-tone stockings. Black, specifically, with a pair of black pumps and like a nice mini skirt and a cute top, looks amazing. Black tights also help to elongate the leg and to help reduce any visual imperfections, if that's your thing, if that's your concern. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. However, it's there as an option. Opaque black tights are really great for allowing you to have months of freedom. They're universal. I think they're a very underrated item. So let's talk about shoes. Your mileage definitely may vary on this one. It depends on a number of factors, including pain tolerance of the gift receiver. Maybe they don't like too much of a strappy heel, or maybe they like a lower heel. So these are all things that require you to really know your gift receiver. But again, somebody receiving a pair of shoes in a box, you've won the year. So it's another great thing. And of course, price range, there's so many on offer in the market that you really can't lose. For sticking around this long, you get a bonus category. That category is jewelry and chocolate. This is a great thing because you can really have chocolate whenever. A simple Hershey's bar can mean the world. This is not an endorsement. Although Hershey, if you want to endorse this non-chocolate eater, that would be weird, but I would accept it. We could wear like Hershey's branded clothing and we could make it fashion, right? And did I say jewelry? Jewelry. So something in a small box that sparkles is definitely going to get, it's gonna get all of the wins. I mean, if you go with shoes, you've won the year. If you go with jewelry, you've won a year and about 6 months. Again, that depends on the taste of your wearer, and also do be aware there are different metal allergies that some people have. So if that is the case, you may not be able to get away with alloys other than silver, gold, white gold, platinum, or maybe even a vermeil. That's V-E-R-M-A. I don't remember how to spell it. It is French. But consider whether or not they are able to wear that item. They might not have their ears pierced, or they may have a very active lifestyle, so they need specific types of jewelry or jewelry that can be easily taken off. So these are all things to consider. And if you think about it, if you give someone that tooth whitening strip and some jewelry, are they really going to be mad about the first gift? They might not be mad about that first gift at all. With that, we conclude Lauren Brown's first annual gift guide. If you see anything on here that you like, please be sure to share this video and list with your loved ones as a little hint. Additionally, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Press the notification button, and everything that you do towards this channel helps. Thank you so much for all of your views, all of your watches, all of your subscribes. It means the world. So I hope you have a great holiday, and all the best to all of you. Until I see you in the next one, bye.